Alright, the next term that we're going to learn about as we study trigonometry is the term bearings. Now you can see here I've got a picture of a compass. Now bearings are generally taken when we're using a compass. They're measured from north, so you can see in my picture of a compass that north is normally drawn on a map directly up, and so that means that when we take a bearing, what we're actually taking an angle from is north. So if we said that we've got a bearing of 60 degrees, then here's our triangle. We've got north, we've got south, we've got east, we've got west, so our compass. A bearing of 60 degrees would be measured from north, and you'd measure an angle of 60 degrees in a clockwise direction. So a bearing of 60 degrees would be in that direction. Often these are used in word problems if we're saying that, for example, a sailing boat is heading off on a bearing of 60 degrees, or a plane is flying on a bearing of 60 degrees. If we were taking a greater bearing, then you'd need to work that out in relation to the compass. Let's get rid of our 60 degrees bearing there. Left a bit of a smudge, 60 degrees bearing. If we were heading off on a direction of a bearing of 220 degrees, then we'd need to work out the angle that is in relation to our compass. So 220 degrees would mean that we're travelling 180, remember 180 degrees is a straight line, plus an extra 40 degrees. And so we'd then end up travelling in a direction between south and west. So a bearing of 220 would once again be measured from north, but we'd need to measure it all the way around. We'd find ourselves an angle there of 220 degrees, and we'd need to remember that the 180 degrees is straight, and so we've got an angle here of 40. And so if we were calculating the distance that we'd travelled west, then we'd need to calculate this distance. If we were calculating the distance we travelled south, then this would be the distance we'd need to find. So we need to understand the compass first of all, that north is straight up, south is straight down, east is off to the right, west is off to the left, and then a bearing is the angle measured in a clockwise direction from north.